Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Conversation, and let's go through some news highlights into the cryptocurrency space. Let's see what exactly is happening. So there are a couple of news in terms of adoption, in terms of regulations, in terms of partnerships as well, and that's all I'm going to cover. So just to give you a gist of one of the news that I want to cover is from South Korea. This with regards to the regulation. So what happened is, as you know, there's no official ban. In fact, the letter which was published by Ministry of Justice, there has been a petition filed to fire those guys as well, to spread out the wrong information, right? So we're going to cover that, which is kind of funny. And we're also going to talk about the Ripple partnerships with MoneyGram, which has obviously seen the price growth in the Ripple. And at the same time, we'll talk about the Binance. Binance being the #1 exchange right now, has seen immense growth despite being a drop in the cryptocurrency market cap. And in fact, the CEO of Binance said that Warren Buffett, he does not understand cryptocurrencies, though he has a lot of respect for him. So yeah, and this is what we're going to cover. So once again, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. We do this every morning so that we are updated with the highlights of the news and updates into the cryptocurrency market. And I hope you like it. And just in case if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. And also, this is not investment or financial advice. This is just a news and my personal opinion, guys. If you are investing into something, please do your own research, right? So let's start with the coin market cap and let's see what exactly is happening out there. So you have Bitcoin up by 3.41%. Yesterday it was below 13,000. Good to see it's crossing about $14,000 right now. Ethereum continues to grow. Good to see that $1,300 already. You have Bitcoin Cash, maybe the rival of Bitcoin, seeing a growth of 2.34%. Ripple not doing so good in spite the news. One of the highlights that I want to talk about is EOS. EOS has grown by 47%. Look at this. This is the all-time high for EOS. I think the last all-time high was about $14, and right now it's $17. You understand, EOS is not yet out. They're still working on the project, and the project will be ready by sometime in the month of June. So that's exciting to see the price growth. I mean, this is and a lot of credit goes to the creator of EOS, Dan Larimer, who also created Steemit and BitShares. So interesting market, no doubt about this. All the 30 or 40 cryptocurrencies which are doing pretty well on the coin market, including Steem and everything. The total market cap around 730 billion, not bad. So this is the coin market. Let's have a look at the news. So official news from South Korea. There's no official news from South Korea saying that cryptocurrencies are going to ban, and that came out from the Ministry of Justice team. And so the government actually confirmed that there is no ban, there is no trading ban which is happening. As you can see, he's the, I guess, the CM. South Korean president has announced that there will be no cryptocurrency trading ban in short term. Now obviously South Korea doesn't want to be like China, doesn't want to be a country which is not participating in this global revolution, and these guys are smart enough to take a part into this revolution rather than keeping themselves away. And the cryptocurrencies are no way doing harm to any government, provided they are able to find rules and regulations around it. The adoption is the only thing that you can do to make your country better. And this is what happens. So he says that in an official announcement, again Joseph Young from Cointelegraph, South Korean government reaffirms that there will be no trading ban, market in short term, and a petition to fire the head of Ministry of Justice. Guys, this is good. This is good, right? So the head of Ministry of Justice is going to be fired for spreading the wrong information, for coming out and banning cryptocurrency exchanges in India. In South Korea. That's awesome. We need something like this, right? So no ban, all FUD. And hopefully, I don't know whether he'll get fired or not, but this is definitely a very positive move for the cryptocurrencies and blockchain space. Here is something that I would like to read out. It says that the South Korean government has no other choice but to follow the regulatory frameworks, trends established by other leading governments. Other leading governments are Government of Australia, Government of Japan, and other governments as well. While there certainly exists a negative reputation, which we all know, yes, it has a negative reputation attached to the cryptocurrencies. The government's instance is to allow, that has to be allowed for the benefit of South Korean market, and also I believe for the benefit of the country overall. This is a very funny news. The smart contracts are taking over functions of lawyer. Now, this is exciting. Now, this is what going to be the future look like. Now, for those of you who might not know what a smart contracts is basically nothing but just a code designed on Ethereum, Neo, or EOS, or all these platforms where you can code a certain condition. So if this happens, this has to happen. So there is a less probability of any fraud or any mistake, and people can't cheat because this has been coded. The conditions has been coded in the program itself, and this is where it actually removes the functions of a lawyer, because there's no way people can cheat each other. Now, for example, Bitcoin, you can have send some Bitcoins to somebody, and the other party might refuse to give you the product or service. But if you put that in the smart contracts, both the process of giving and receiving takes simultaneously, and so there is no chance of fraud. So this is a very funny news. Again, this is the future that we are definitely looking at. The smart contracts replacing the functions of a lawyer, probably. But I think we are still far away from that. But good to see, good to look into the future once in a while, right? This is the news that I want to share. The Binance, world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, sees exponential growth despite the market lows. We have seen in the last 10 or 15 days that the market was down, and still Binance was trading the highest volume. In fact, they said the company added about 240,000 users in just 1 hour on Wednesday. 240,000 users. Of course, this is the global volume, and Binance is a global exchange. This is not a particular country's exchange, so this number is quite possible. So this is what they added, and so the CEO of Binance, of course, a wealthy man by now already. His token BNB is doing fantastic because of Binance doing so well. Wealthy man, he said the Chang Pei Zhao, how do you spell that name? He said that Warren Buffett is a guy I truly respect. So this is on his statement that Warren Buffett said that cryptocurrencies is something that I don't understand. I won't make a payment. I wouldn't invest, and cryptocurrencies can just blow up anytime. So that's what he says, that Warren Buffett is a guy I truly respect from an investment point of view. But I do not think he understands cryptocurrencies. Now, this is a bold statement. He understands cryptocurrencies at all. It is what it is. I still respect him in other parts of his expertise, but I think on cryptocurrencies, he is making a big mistake. Big mistake. Warren Buffett is making a big mistake. I don't know. Maybe he is. This is something very promising. He also said, so this is all coming out from the CEO of Binance. He said that we are also just an early stage, very, very early stage of the crypto adoption curve. Binance and other crypto exchanges are still serving the crypto early adopters. Exactly. Crypto early adopters. So if you guys are watching this video, you guys are early adopters, because you are just one of those 5% or maybe 10% or maybe 5% of those early adopters. The next phase of adoption will come from $30 trillion. 30 trillion. It's not even 1 trillion right now. It's just about 730 billion, 730 trillion. Wow. How does it feel to be in a game at such an early stage? It must be feeling great, right? The next phase of adoption will come after $30 trillion that is currently actively managed on behalf of high net worth individuals across the globe. Something that you would love to read about, isn't it? Wow. So he is the CEO of Binance, a wealthy guy by now. Obviously, Kraken, guys, this is another news I definitely want to share. Do not keep your funds which are under regulations. For example, Kraken, Bitfinex, or maybe Poloniex has announced recently. Do not keep your funds there. Especially if you're trading something, okay, fine, but do not ever keep a lot of funds. These exchanges can come under regulations. Kraken was down for nearly 48 hours. They were doing some updates and things like that. So what I would do is I would rather put the funds on a Binance exchange, which is not under any does not come under any regulation because they do not deal with USD. Or maybe I think KuCoin is also doing the same thing. They are not under regulation because they are not dealing with the fiat currency. And of course, do not keep your funds on exchanges because exchanges can be hacked and things like that. You rather keep it in a private, in a Ledger wallet or a Trezor wallet or maybe their own personal wallet. But do avoid exchanges. If you're keeping anything on the exchanges, keep as much as you would like to trade. Especially the Kraken and these exchanges, definitely avoid, as they can come under regulation anytime. As of now, I think Binance and KuCoin are the two exchanges which are doing good. Now, this is another news which I thought I'll share with you. So, the mining operations offered to India after mixed signal from Beijing. Now, this is what happened in China recently. China government said that we are not very comfortable with mining. The electricity supply is too much. We might just go ahead. We asked all the mining farms to close down their operations, at a good note. And then these miners in China have been getting a lot of offers. So they got offers from Canada that why don't you come down in Canada and let's set up the mining farm there. At the same time, they also approached India for setting up the mining farm. So this was by one of the guy from Mumbai, I guess. He's into this is what he quoted, that countries across the globe are inviting miners to initiate mining activities in their own countries. But again, we are now waiting for the government's guidelines for the crypto businesses. Again, the regulations are not yet clear in India as well, so I don't know whether that's going to take place. Talking about the regulations, Japan is the one country which has already regulated. So there is a new exchange called DMM Bitcoin exchange in Japan, which is opening up with the 7 cryptocurrency exchange, a new one. There are new exchanges opening up in India as well, but these are all regulated ones, right? So DMM, by the way, DMM, an existing firm. They are Japanese internet and entertainment conglomerate. DMM Group has launched a cryptocurrency exchange under the brand name DMM Bitcoin. This is like big company over here in India launching a Bitcoin exchange. Similar thing, right? So yes, they are the launching with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, NEM, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, everything. Isn't it amazing? So 7 cryptocurrencies to start with. This is great to see. If you are a Ripple holder, listen out. If you're a Ripple holder, this is good news for you. So Ripple and ManyGram, I'm sure you must have already read this news if you're a Ripple holder already, but still I would share this with you. So they are trying up with the ManyGram, and so ManyGram is, again, I guess it's a payment portal, right? So again, this actually saw some price growth in Ripple. I think it was below $2 after this news came out. The Ripple went to cross $2 once again. So in a statement, Ripple CEO brand described the ManyGram tie-up as a strategic one and said it would demonstrate XRP's ability to lower cost from money transfers between friends and family. So ManyGram partnerships. So these partnerships we see are pretty usual in cryptocurrency space. All these cryptocurrencies projects coming up and partnering up with the traditional project. The last one we saw was NEM partnering up with WeChat. We saw IOTA partnering up with Microsoft Azure. Many more. So exciting time for sure. So these partnerships are really important because that is when you know the prices are going to up or prices are going to crash down, and then you can take your position accordingly, right? And that's why it is important to look at the news, right? Last one. If you walk into a KFC and if you don't have fiat money to pay, don't worry, you can still pay them in the Bitcoin. That only happens in Canada, not in India as yet. So KFC Canada launches Bitcoin bucket, and here is what I liked, right? Look at the statement that they made. First of all, there are about so they are offering something called as, so they renamed something called as Bitcoin bucket. So you buy it with your Bitcoin. They have also given the it's going to include, so 10 original recipes tenders, waffle fries, a medium-sized gravy, and 2 dips. Wow. Okay, so this is what they have to say. KFC Canada presents the Bitcoin bucket. It's like a commercial. Sure, we don't know exactly what Bitcoins are or how they work, but that should not come between you and some finger-licking good chicken. Guys, this is amazing, right? This is amazing. This kind of adoption is what we need when you don't really need to pay in fiat and you can pay in your cryptocurrency. Let it be Bitcoin, let it be Litecoin, Dash, Ethereum, Neo, Monero, whatever. You can check out with cryptocurrencies. Honestly, this would work better as Litecoin chicken bucket. Now, Charlie Lee, he's tweeting here promoting his Litecoin, and to which KFC Canada, by the way, I'm reading it for the first time with you. So KFC Canada represents the Bitcoin bucket. Sure, we don't know exactly. Okay, this is something that we read. So yes, there have been some hungry KFC Canada variety of delicious meal checkout. Now, one thing that I do see is that when these businesses, they do announce that they're accepting Bitcoin as a payment method, or Lamborghini accepts Bitcoin, right? So when these businesses, they do announce that they're accepting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a payment, they have seen an immense growth in their volume, in their business, which is good. I mean, all the business wants more volume, more business. And if this statement, if they accept cryptocurrencies and if it helps their business to grow, why not? They are more than happy to do so. And so it's a win-win situation for everyone who is involved in the cryptocurrencies community and also for the businesses. And this is only growing every day. So that's an exciting news. So this is where we're going to end. We're going to end this news at KFC. It's a Saturday, I guess. So go ahead and enjoy. Grab a KFC, possible if you're out, if you're going out with your family and friends. And I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. I'm making a video on ethos today because many of you asked me what is ethos. So I want to make a video today. It's a very ambitious project, and I will do that today in a couple of hours. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like if you're watching it, and subscribe if you're new to this channel. And obviously, take care.